The second lecture, the physics of now, is gravity. Restoration of Newton ether model. Now, in Einstein physics, space is empty and curved. This is not physics. This is pseudoscience. This pen has attributes of mass and so energy. Okay? An element, something that has an attribute of energy cannot exist in a medium. You see, this pen is existing in a medium, in a space that has no attributes of energy. So the entire theory of relativity, from this point of view, there are good things in theory of relativity. There are very good things. But from this point of view, theory of relativity is pseudoscience. So, I was not building the physics of now with my mind. I was just meditating for hours of meditation. Going beyond the mind, going into consciousness. And out of this state of consciousness, just living, allowing my mind to work. So, in the physics of now, the mind is a tool of consciousness. Today physics, 80% of today physics is a mind physics. Physicists are taking few equations there, mixing them together and creating new theories. This is not physics. So the principle of the physics of now is, the main principle is bijective methodology research. Every element that we use in the model which describes reality must have correspondence with some physical element in the physical reality. And the Einstein idea that space is empty and curved has no correspondence in physical reality. It's a pure mental invention. If Einstein would use this principle of search, going first into consciousness and then seeing what mind is doing, he would say, curved space, it's a bullshit. Okay? 100 years of bullshit. So the Newton physics is a real physics. The Newton physics is bijective physics. Because the fundamental arena, the energy substratum of the space in Newton's physics is ether. And the consciousness inside me or whatever was activating my mind in the direction see see, search, which is the energy relation between a physical object that is in space and the space itself. A space as energy. This today is formulated as the extension of the mass energy equivalence principle to the superfluid quantum space, which is the new name for the ether. So every physical object is diminishing energy density of superfluid quantum space in its center exactly accordingly to the amount of its mass and correspondent energy. And I discovered later on that this is not my idea. This was already Newton's idea. Newton's idea was that the stellar objects diminishes density of the medium, of the ether, and that this diminished density carries gravity. In the model that consciousness has developed, this is a bit more elaborated. This physical object diminishes energy density of ether exactly for the amount of its mass in the center. And this physical object also. So these two physical objects create a diminished energy density area of ether around them. When we put them close together, or even if they are distant, doesn't matter, but it's more easy to understand. When we put them close together, what happens? They create a space, an area of the lower energy density of ether, of superfluid quantum space. And the outer pressure of ether on this local area of ether where density is less, this is gravity force. So the physical objects are diminishing ether, and this is generating what we call in physics inertial and gravitational mass. Inertial mass of this stone is not rest mass. Inertial mass is the result of the interaction of this stone, of this physical object, with the superfluid quantum space. So inertial mass and rest mass are two different physical phenomena. The mainstream of physics still does not distinguish these two things. And the big mass came out of this, Higgs field, but maybe about this later. So gravity is a force of space which is based on the variable energy density of space. And gravity is immediate. All these theories about electromagnetism and gravity, how to put this together, are wrong. Because electromagnetism, photons, are waves of the ether. Okay, they are moving through ether. A photon needs 8 minutes and few seconds from the sun to the earth. But the gravity doesn't need anything. Gravity force is embedded in the structure of the space. Gravity is always in the space. If there is nothing there, the gravity will push nothing. But if there is something there, gravity will push. So gravity is pushing this object to the center of the earth. This is gravity. And gravity is immediate. I read few ideas that gravitational waves are carrying gravity. This is a big misunderstanding. Gravitational waves are the ripples of superfluid quantum space, but they do not carry gravity. Gravitational waves are created when in the black holes, when the matter is transformed in the center of the black holes, matter is transformed into fresh energy. And this huge transformation creates gravitational waves, creates ripples of the ether. So about this gravity, there is one article which is somehow fundamental. And in the next video, I will talk about how is with the gravity inside black holes. So thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy the physics of now. If you don't enjoy, if you suffer, then stop watching these videos. I like only people to see these videos, to attend my courses that will be next year, which they really enjoyed. Because if you enjoy it, it means you are intelligent. If you suffer, if you don't cope, then this is not your way. You can do something else in life with love and enjoyment, but not the physics of now. But there are many other things. You can dance, you can travel, you can play music. There are many other things.